Okay, we're going to be working with finding a sinusoidal equation given the maximum and the minimum. And how do we do that? Well, you're already familiar with graphing sine and cosine, so this is a little bit more challenging because we're having to work backwards to find the equation. I'm going to show you how to work with these formulas as well as like a more intuitive way of working with it visually by graphing it. So let's dive into this video here. The first thing is let's graph the max and the min. So the max is at -1, 2. The minimum is at 1, -4. And so if I was to draw a sketch, it would look something like that. Now remember, the sine and cosine graphs, they keep going in both directions forever and ever. But what I want to point out to you is when you go from the maximum to the minimum, right, maximum to the minimum, notice that this is actually half of one period. So we can see from -1 to +1, that's a distance of 2, but the period would actually be double. It actually would be 4. Okay. Now the formula that we use to find the b value is this guy here, period equals 2 pi divided by b. So let's go ahead and do that to figure out what b is. So if the period is 4 is like 4 over 1, we can cross multiply, so 4b equals 2 pi, divide both sides by 4, and you can see that b equals 2 pi over 4, which is like pi over 2 if we reduce. Okay, so now we have our b value. The next thing I like to do is I like to find this midline. The midline is what kind of divides the graph in half. Half the graph's above, half the graph is below. Normally that midline falls right on the x-axis. But in this case, let's see, we're here at -4, +2, that's a distance of 6. So halfway would be 3 up or 3 down. So that's going to put us right here, and that's going to be our new midline. But you can see that midline, instead of being at the x-axis, has actually shifted down 1. So that means that our k value is equal to -1. Now you can also use this formula, max plus min divided by 2. So that would be 2 plus -4 is -2, divided by 2 is -1. So same answer. Now for the amplitude is like how high these waves are. But that's from the perspective of the midline. Like if you were on a beach, you're measuring how high the waves are. It's not like you're on a surfboard, and you're trying to measure like from here down to here. So what you want to do is you can find from that midline, we're going up 1, 2, 3, or we're going down 1, 2, 3. So we know our amplitude is equal to 3, but to use the formula, we take 2 minus -4, which is like 2 plus 4, which is 6, divided by 2 is 3. The absolute value is always positive, so you get the same answer, amplitude of 3. Now the next thing I like to do is do the horizontal shift, the phase shift. That's our h value in these equations here. I like to start with the cosine graph because cosine starts right at the maximum here, right on the y-axis, and it goes down to the minimum, back up to the maximum. So here, this if we were doing a cosine graph, you can see normally the cosine would start here. It's shifting left 1. So we're going to say that h is equal to -1. Okay, so let's put this all together now. With the cosine graph, we have y is equal to amplitude of 3, cosine, the b value is pi over 2. It's shifting left 1, so that's going to be x minus -1, which is like x plus 1. Remember the one that's grouped with the x here, this has the opposite effect. Plus 1's going left 1. If it was -1, it would go right 1. And then we said that the k value was down 1, so it shifted down 1. That's our new midline. So this is our cosine graph, but you're probably saying, Mario, well, how about the sine graph? Well, the other important thing that I want you to realize is that from the max to the min, we said that was half of a period, right? But the difference between the cosine graph and the sine graph is they're out of phase by 1/4 of a period. See, like how cosine starts right here? If you were to continue that graph to the left, see now you can see this looks like a sine graph, right? So this is really like, see if you were to take this sine graph right here and shift it left by 1/4 of a period, it would end up, see this point would be right here, now it would be a cosine graph. So they're out of phase by 1/4 of a period. In this case, since the period was 4, 1/4 of 4 is going to be 1. So they're just out of phase by 1. So what we would do now is we would have to shift it to the left 1. But when you do that, left 1 means you're actually going to be adding 1 because this has the opposite effect. So now we can write our sine graph, 3 sine pi over 2 x plus 2 minus 1, and that's going to be your sine graph. Now again, you can also add multiple periods. You could say if I add 4 here, x plus 6, or if you subtract 4, x minus 2, that would also be an equation of the graph here, and you've got it. So if you want to see another example, I'll put a link to the video that I did another example with the same concept right there. I'll see you over in that video.